people ask me, like, what's the number one thing that made you change? Why'd you give up on your gangbanging ways, on your drug dealing ways? I said, homie, when you give your all to the streets, you give your all to something and don't get nothing in return time and time and again, you'll leave anything, regardless of what it is. So my story is no different than anybody else's out there. You know, I gave my all to the streets and I didn't get shit in return. So that's exactly why I changed. That's what made me just have a wake-up call and say, I'm done with this lifestyle. You know, Satan had a grip on my soul like no other, man. I had chains bound deep into my soul that wouldn't let me go. One day I was visited by 3 ghosts. And these 3 ghosts came and haunted me in my dream in my cell while I was in prison. You know, the first ghost came and he showed me my past. He took me down through all the stuff that I had went through in my life growing up as a child. How happy I was, how free I was. Everything was new to me. I trusted everybody. I loved everyone. You know, I was probably one of the happiest kids that you could run into. Always with a big old smile, always laughing and playing everywhere. You know, and as the years went by in my past, I started going through hardship. You see, my mother was a heavy drug abuser. She abused drugs my entire childhood. My father was incarcerated when I was 2. Got sent to the penitentiary and never came home. He showed me exactly where I strayed away and I started going wrong. I lost relatives, really close friends of mine when I was really young. I've been a witness to homicide in front of my eyes. He showed me all the times that I had been arrested from the first time when I was 13 all the way up until my last incarceration. All the time I spent in prison and all the murders that I was a witness of, you know, still haunt me to this day. They creep up into me in my dreams at times, occasionally. And I thank my Father God in heaven up above that I don't have to live that life no more. I don't have to be lost the way I was, you know. It's like living in sin, basking in sin, destroys everything it comes in path with. Much like a hurricane or a tornado, it demolishes everything, nothing's left safe. Anything that survived was a blessing from God. And then all of a sudden, the present ghost came in. And he showed me the way I'm living right now. He showed me exactly all the steps that I'm taking to pursue righteousness. You can go down the right path, or you can stray across and go to the dark path. I was visited by the ghost of the future. And the ghost of the future showed me what my dark days would be like. He's like, if you continue down the path that you're on, you're going to head into the straight destruction. He said, that is where you shall lay. And this shall be your demise. You know, the people that you think are backing you up, that got your best interests and there for you, they got different agendas and motives than you think. You think they love you. You think they're your friends. You think they're your homies. But all they're doing is seeking what they can get from you. You know, I found out the hard way when I was locked up in the joint how many friends I really had, who was really down with me. You know, he showed me another future, another path. He said, this over here, if you choose to go down that path, it will lead you to life, to peace, to joy, to the fruits of the righteous one. It's going to be your decision and your choice which path you go down, my son. There's a path that seems like a shortcut to where you want to go. You want money, you want fortune, you want fame, you want riches, you want abundancy. But you don't want to go down the right path because you think it's going to take forever. It's going to take too long. You want a shortcut. So you go down to the criminal elements of the underworld, pursuing the end result of what the hardship life would have. Whichever path you choose, it's not going to be easier either route you take. And even some people that are going down the right path and doing things in the right way in a legal fashion will never get the end result that they're looking for. Because a lot of these companies, a lot of these jobs, they were put in place for one purpose and one purpose only. To make the owners rich. That's it. They were put in place to make you rich, and so you can accomplish your dreams and goals and take care of yourself and your family and prosper. No. They were there to do all of that for the owners. If you really want something out of life, if you really want to be successful and have abundancy in your life, the fruits of the Spirit, it's going to take a little extra. It's going to take a little something different than what everybody else got going on. All right? The majority of the masses are living in the poverty bracket, myself included. So what's it going to take to switch places with the people on top? That's a question that only you're going to be able to answer. I won't be able to answer that for you because each and every one of us got a different purpose in life. We got talents, abilities, that are not like everybody else's. What?